What up, everybody? It's Wednesday, so I'm here in your face once more. My name is Dakota, if you don't know, and I got my hair cut. Hope hope you like it. Um, so this week we're talking about relationships, boundaries, sexual orientation, and sex. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. So I kind of did this a little different because I didn't know exactly what to say. I had people ask me questions, and then I'm just going to answer them. Um, so the first question, I'm going to go in order of the topics. So the first question is, well, it's not really a question. It says, discuss the importance of being honest and upfront about one's lifestyle, not for any other reason than mutual respect. Just like if someone had a child, it would be important for the person to tell their partner early on, as opposed to dropping a bomb on them, because to be quite honest, if they aren't able to accept you, or in the other example, the child, from the door, they're not even worth your time or dedication for any period of time. Personally, that's my approach. Um, I tell people right off the bat, if I'm going to date them, like, that I'm trans. I think it's important to know, like, if a girl will accept me for who I am. Um, and if she can't, then, well, good riddance, really. But I understand that it's not the same way for all guys or all trans people at that. Um, I I don't know if it's right or wrong not to tell someone. I mean, I guess that's completely like case by case kind of thing. Um, but I know personally that's what I do. What is my partner's sexual orientation? My partners tend to be part of the LGBTQ um, community. Not that I seek that out, but that's just how it is. Pretty much they've all been bisexual or pansexual. Um, I haven't really dated a lesbian. Like, I did, but I don't know. Um, she was kind of all over the place, so I don't know what her deal was. But I haven't really dated a straight girl ever. Um, Not that I wouldn't. It's just it hasn't happened. My boundaries. What are some of your boundaries? Well, what are some of my boundaries? I don't like people touching my chest at all, because to me it doesn't exist. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I mean, as long as everything's consensual, it's fine. But, like, in terms of, like, boundaries themselves, they're very important. You should discuss them with your partner or partners, um, just so that you can avoid a bad situation. You don't want to, like, do anything to make your partner feel uncomfortable, and at the same time you don't want them to do anything to make you feel uncomfortable, because that's not cool. You're just trying to, like, have sex or whatever, do your thing. You don't want it to be weird. So just, it might be awkward to you, but you got to do it. You got to bring up your boundaries and stuff, and everything will be a-okay. How do trans guys have sex? All different ways. There's not just one way. I personally use a prosthetic because I feel weird if I don't, but I know some guys feel weird if they do. So I can't really speak for all trans guys. With me, I use a prosthetic. Is sex different for you now that you identify as male? I also get asked this question a lot. Yeah, it is different. It's better. Um, like, I used to just think I was weird for not wanting to do certain things, 'cause like I I don't know, I just thought I was like the only girl in the world who didn't want to do these things 'cause it made me feel weird, and I didn't know why. And it was because I wasn't a girl. It was because I didn't identify with my body. And now that I know that, it makes me feel like a lot better just to know that I'm not just weird in my head, like it's not just me. Um, and not that it would be weird if you were a female not to want to do things, but I just like I can't explain it. Like it was just this weird feeling that gave me anxiety. Maybe weird's not the right word to be using, but that's what I'm gonna go with now because I can't really think. Um, and not only that, I just think I'm a lot more confident, which is important if you want to have good sex with somebody. You want them to be confident, not just in their body, but like in their ability. And I feel like I am more confident now that identify as male. I'm a lot happier, and like I have a lot more figured out now. It's not just like this weird triggering event. I mean, sex. Like, sex is not this weird triggering event anymore. It's awesome now. Um, are you at risk of getting an STD even though you use a prosthetic? Yes. If you are having sex, you are at risk of getting an STD. I can't stress this enough because I know a lot of trans guys who are like, well, I use a prosthetic, so it's not really touching me, so I'm okay. Mm, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. I am always sure to use condoms, even if, it's just oral. I use dental dams. And you gotta talk to your partner about, like, getting tested and stuff. I mean, you might think it's awkward, but it would be a little more awkward if, you know, you got some sort of disease. You probably wouldn't like that very much. So take the extra second to just be like, did you get tested? And if they say no, just be like, well, it's not you. It's just that I would just want to be safe. And it's not that I think you're dirty or something. Just could you please, like, get tested? And just to throw this out there, someone who has an STD isn't dirty. I think it's like 1 in 2 sexually active teens will get an STD. So, I mean, not all those people are dirty and don't shower and stuff, you know? So, there's that. Everyone's so judgmental anymore. Just be careful is what I'm saying. If you're responsible enough or mature enough to have sex, you should be mature enough to go, take care of your shit. How are your relationships different? I'm assuming you mean how are my relationships different now that I identify as male? I think I require a little bit more support than I ever did before. I think I'm a lot more open-minded now, and that might not have to do with my transitioning. That just might have to do with me learning from past mistakes and stuff. I care about different things now. Like, I have different priorities. I get insecure about different things. I guess that's how it's different. I think I'm a lot calmer now because before transitioning, I was such an angry person. But now, like, that I understand why I feel all these things, why, I hate my body and stuff, I feel a lot better in some weird way. So it made me a lot less angry. I'm a lot less likely to freak out because that was, like, something I did before. If anybody else has any more questions, I'll make another video and post it. So just send them my way. I'll put my Tumblr link in here and my Facebook, I guess, if you want to be friends with me. Okay, so I'll see you next week.